Hey guys, Greg here. Anyway, hope everybody's doing well. It's kind of weird right now with the coronavirus pandemic and people contracting COVID-19 and stuff like that. A lot of companies are shut down. I've been out of work for over a month now just because there's orders in the county that ESP is located that we have to be shut down and it's a non-essential business. So been staying busy, stuff like that. I don't have a lot to report as far as any ESPs or anything like that, or the USA shop right now. But there's just some things that I was thinking about, and it kind of touches back to an earlier video where I was kind of explaining the difference between E-II, LTD, and like ESP as far as the branding and everything. And I just wanted to kind of emphasize the fact that, stress the point that it wasn't in any way to say that LTD or E-II, I never want to offend anybody, and that was never my intention. And that's what I was kind of thinking about. I'm like, I hope I didn't make anybody feel like, if their guitar is not an ESP, then it's not worth anything. And that would be further from the truth that anything could be. So as far as LTD and E-II, they serve an awesome purpose. And some of the most, some of the best players out there are playing E-II and LTD guitars. So I would never take an ESP, USA, or a custom shop out on the road. Number one, the cost of them, it's just, you can't really replace them. And also, too, it's just, I think it's kind of one of those things where a lot of guys like to take their top, quality guitars out on the road. But I would prefer to keep it, safe. A lot of accidents happen on the road and stuff like that. And that's where E-IIs, LTDs, like I said, the best players in the world are taking them on the road. So obviously there's nothing wrong with the LTD line. There's obviously nothing wrong with the E-II line. They're some of the best playing guitars out there, and that's because of the amount of quality, managing the quality of the factories that ESP uses. And I don't deal with the import line at all as far as what my role is with the company. But the director of product development does a really good job of monitoring the quality of all the shipments that come in as far as E-II lines, the LTD line, and just making sure that the quality is up to standard for what we want ESP to be known for. So that's where the difference is going to come in with just really having tight, stringent standards as far as quality management of the factories that you're using and what type of product you accept from them, and not taking anything less than what is acceptable. So ESP does an awesome job at that. So I just wanted to kind of cover that a little bit, just to make sure that no one took what I said as you're less than if you don't play an ESP USA, or if you don't play, which is even above ESP USA, the custom shop stuff. So I would never take, like I said, I would never take my high-end guitars out on the road. I would be playing guitars that are a little bit more affordable. It's just a matter of detail, and everything comes at a price, and you got to decide what it's worth to you. Do you want to pay this much more for this level? Whether it be the grade of wood, the components, stuff like that, or do you have something that will work for you and it performs every time? And that's really the idea. So basically that's it with that. Another thing too is I had someone ask me about people doing special projects in the shop, and all I can say is that that stuff would be approved by people above me, and I do manage that shop. But people have they have clearance from my bosses to be able to do the stuff that they do. Like someone was asking about why the painter gets to do special projects, or why he gets to work on side work in the shop and stuff. And to be honest, it's not really anybody's business. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's just a privilege that he has, and he has something worked out with, our bosses, as far as like if he's paying for material, supplies, time, stuff like that. Everything he does is done on the side. Nothing is done, during work hours, and that's an agreement that's been worked out with, our superiors. So, there hasn't been any problem with anyone doing any extra work or anything like that. No one's making guitars on the side as far as in the ESP factory, stuff like that. So their refinishes, things like that. other wood items that would otherwise just end up in the trash or being used for other products, and that's something that's been cleared, and it's not really taking in any way from the owners of the company or anything like that. So it hasn't been an issue. So when you allow people to kind of branch out and kind of be creative, it comes back around, and it ends up benefiting the company by allowing some of those freedoms and stuff. Yeah, you gotta manage that a little bit, and you can't just let everybody go crazy doing what they want, and next thing you know, it's hard to manage if everybody's doing side projects and work, and you don't know what's what. But we have a good handle on what's happening in there, so that's where that is. Anyway, just wanted to kind of touch on a couple of points I was thinking about. The ESP shop doesn't get to do a lot of work with artists themselves, like the guys in Metallic or anything like that, but we've done work for Gary Holt. We've done work for Alex Skolnick. He was one of the first ones, if I'm not mistaken, the first one to get one of our USA guitars as far as an artist. And we don't necessarily plan on doing anything for artists other than special projects. It's not really not really getting into building artist series guitars or anything like that. It's just every once in a while we have a special request and we can fulfill it and take care of it for them and help out our brothers in Japan to get those guitars to artists, stuff like that. But the 3 guitars for Kirk Hammett, we did those, and that's about pretty much as far as the level of our work with artists in the shop. So anyway, I hope everybody's staying safe out there. I'm staying busy. Hands are dirty. I'm doing some metal work right now. Got a couple of guitar projects I'll be working on as far as repairs and stuff. Doing a tremolo install on a junior type guitar, and it has a stop tail piece right now, but guy wants a 2-point tremolo put on it, so I'll be doing that this week. Another person wants a couple guitars set up, stuff like that. So I'm staying pretty busy, staying active, taking care of myself, staying healthy. So everything's good. Just trying to stay safe and not get sick. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well out there. I just wanted to kind of check in and say hey. And if you guys have any questions, just leave me some questions in the comments. And any comments, if someone wants to argue about anything that I said, or maybe dispute a little bit of that, or give me a little critique or whatever, that'd be cool. Anyway, I hope everything's going well, and I will talk to you guys soon. All right, thanks, bye.